What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Andy here with you on a Tuesday, and if it's a Tuesday or a Thursday, it means we're taking on the house over at No House Advantage, where we're going to try to pick 5 player props correctly, and if we do that, we make 21 times our money. Why is that such a great number? Because it's the highest possible payout you could find for 5-player parlays. That's what No House Advantage offers for you, the highest possible payouts on 4-player and 5-player parlays. And we're going to be focused on NHL picks here, but if you want to mix and match between NHL and NBA and MLB, you can do that. If you get 5 right, you make 21 times your money. If you go over to No House Advantage using the link down below in the description of this video, they're going to match your first deposit up to $100. So let's take a look at some of these games. We got 2 games on this Tuesday night. I guess let's start with a game I feel a little bit easier to read because it's a little bit of ruckus with those 2 teams on the East Coast. A lot of guys who can score, a lot of variables in that game. I heard that we don't exactly know which goalie's going to be starting for Florida, but we do know that over there in this Seattle series. Now, one thing that I talked about in the other video on Odd Shopper that I released today was Jake Ottinger. Other than Igor Shesterkin, he's the goalie who's been playing the best throughout these playoffs. And as that last series progressed against the Wild, he just got better and better and better. And while he's playing this way, especially at home, I'm going to be taking unders on Seattle players. And one that I see right here on the list, a rookie in Matty Beniers. There's a instance where he's more likely to struggle. It's going to be on the road in Dallas, where they've been playing great against a goalie who's on the top of his game. So I will take the under on points for Matty Beniers. Then looking at another player in that game, I'm looking at Tyler Seguin. Now, I believe Joe Pavelski is going to be back in this game, which means slight demotion for Seguin, probably off that top power play, maybe just leaned on a little less heavily than he was once Pavelski was out of the lineup. Now, Seguin had a great round 1 series, but maybe his efficiency and how much he's leaned on dwindles down. I know before Pavelski's injury, he was on the 3rd line. He's been bounced around the lineup, and I'm going to go under 2.5 shots on goal for Tyler Seguin in a game where maybe he sees a little less time in critical instances like, power play opportunities and whatnot. We know Dallas got a ton of power play opportunities in the last series, but if that rolls over to this series, it's not like it's going to be Seguin on the ice for the majority of them, as long as they roll with the same power plays that they utilized before Pavelski's injury. So I'll go under 2.5 shots on goal for Tyler Seguin. Then let's go over to that ruckus game in Toronto. We got Florida taking on Toronto. One guy who was a critical part of the Florida Panthers this whole season, and then definitely in the last series, is Brandon Montour. I'm going to take the over 2.5 shots on goal. He has not been hesitant to shoot. He was a key part of the comeback in Game 7, along with many of the other goals scored. He was an integral part of that last series, and he kind of took that role over from Ekblad last year. Now, I know Ekblad is still involved in the offense and whatnot, but when you're talking about top power play unit and then critical instances and then how productive he is, he's not scared to shoot the puck. So I'll go over 2.5 shots on goal for Montour. And then another player who did not look hesitant to shoot at all last series was Mitch Marner. Now, typically, a lot of these Leafs are like, oh, let's set up the perfect play kind of thing. But once you get to the playoffs, people just, they veer towards a little more shoot heavy because there's not enough time to mess around. And I think you definitely saw that with Marner throughout the course of the last series. Did he end up with the most points in that series? I'm honestly okay with either over. The over on 1 point or the over on 2.5 shots on goal for Mitch Marner. And that is what I have for you here on this Tuesday as we try to take on the house. If you want more No House Advantage content, go over to Stokastic.com. I know they offer free projections, optimal lineups, and all sorts of advice for No House Advantage content. So maybe take some picks from this video. We have other videos that talk about No House Advantage plays on the day, so check those out. Subscribe to the Odd Shopper channel, and then I will be back with you on Thursday. Good luck. Take it easy.